What happens with your bank account when you move out? Welcome, it's Samuela Davidova from Liberation Travel. We open more than 200 bank accounts in Georgia remotely for our clients around the world, and I want to talk today about what is actually happening when you're moving out from the country of your residence, if you're changing the residence and you want to keep the bank account. So, pre-normal scenario, you decided to move to another country and you may not really have another bank account in a new country, or you want to travel, you just don't know, you're like, okay, I can do a digital nomadic work, I can travel the world, I can live around Thailand, Vietnam, I don't know where, and you may want to keep the bank account of a country where you don't live anymore and you don't want to have any ties. Maybe you changed taxation as well, right? And the problem is that likely at this point it just became suspicious. Maybe your bank will not really find out that you that you gave up on your residency yet. However, there may be questions. Why? Because you're not using the bank account in the place of your country. And then it depends on, of course, which bank you have, but most likely, especially if you're a European, these banks are quite suspicious about it because you're supposed to spend money in your country. And mostly, sadly, the bank accounts are not very accustomed also in the fees, when it comes to the exchange fees, to your currency. So likely you do not really have multi-currency account. Maybe you opened Wise and Revolut as a side account or backup, or maybe use it primarily. But maybe you also already noticed that, well, there are so many AI automatic checks that can just freeze your account, block your transaction, even if it's a small one, etc. And this is actually scary because you are outside of your country, and likely most of the banks, they do not really allow you to do some changes or unfreezing remotely. But you're thousands of kilometers away. And from long-term perspective, they might not really want you as a customer, even if you have the citizenship, because mostly it's tied to your residency. And if you gave up on the residency, just don't expect the account to run for long. Like, at the very least, you might expect that there'll be some questions, but in the first place, it's not really the place where you likely want to keep most of your money. You might have some troubles with that, and they can either freeze or block your account or your transactions, or ask more questions about where you are based. Imagine if you're the officer, what you really want to do is just to have a check. But if you think that you have a super cool, complicated life and you're every week in another country, that it's cool for you and your mom and your friends and your followers on Facebook, I don't know, but not for the officer. Any officer, be it a tax officer or a bank officer, they want to have a clear picture about where you are based, what you're doing, and what to expect from you. And the easiest thing you can do for them is just to give them the answer. If you're too complicated, it's not really the best. It's the same with when a tax officer really asks you, what's your tax residency? It should be crystal clear. Everyone should know that, this is the place where this person is based, where they are likely paying taxes. If it's not clear, it's not very good for you. So, about banking, diversify, have multiple currencies, have accounts where you can actually do anything with them remotely, where you're not tied to the country, where you don't have to come. As best you want to have multiple cards from an account in case. Be aware, if you're in Bali, if you see an ATM, check the ATM with Google Maps reviews. Maybe it's not a good ATM. It can eat in your card. It sounds terrible, but it's happening. And then you don't want to end up without physical cards abroad. You don't want to have to come back to your place, to your country, to have to unfreeze your account or to order new cards. You want the bank to be able to send you cards to anywhere, to Australia, Japan, Thailand, wherever you are. And yes, and be mindful, enjoy your travels, and be well. And if you moved out, I hope that you found the place that works for you. Take care.